I think I can change the world through music.
I think I can change the world by finding a cure for cancer.
I think I can change the world by stopping global warming.
I'm trying to change the world through education.
I'm changing the world by introducing people to a God named Jesus Christ, who still saves lives and changes people. Right now.
Welcome to This Week in the Quarry. I'm D, and as you can notice, Bruce is not here with us tonight. He tells you guys sorry they couldn't be here. He's doing something very important for the Quarry right now. So, as you can see, we have a replacement, and it's his sister. And she's here guest starring on our show today, which is great. I'm glad we have a great show in store for you. So, Morgan, did you bring something here for us?
I did. I brought some never-before-seen vintage photos of Evan and I from the 90s, early 90s.
They're so precious, so we have them right here for you. So take a look at those for a second. So here on the episode of This Week in the Quarry, we are going to talk about this is how we change the world. We're going to start in Mark 16:15, and that's where Jesus in red letter talks about how, go into all the world and preach the gospel to every living creature. That was basically our mission here on the planet as Christians, to go into the world and preach the gospel to the lost, because, he doesn't want anyone being left behind.
And it wasn't a suggestion. It was this is what you need to do. Like, go do this.
But it was all in love. It was all in love.
But it was probably strong love.
He gave us a purpose on this earth, and he basically, to break that down, our purpose on the earth is to influence and encourage the people, the lost.
Yeah, in the Bible we see when Jesus, first of all, he hung out with sinners. He ate with them, he hung out with them, he went places where they were following him around. But instead of treating them like they were dirty or like they were super bad, he couldn't be seen with them, he treated them with love.
So many people on the earth portray Jesus as this holier than thou figure, but that's so not true. He was in the crowd. He was the life of the party, to leave a mark here on the planet, to let people know that no matter what you've done in your life, no matter what you've done in your past, you always have a place to come, a place to feel welcome, an open arms of love. And that's what he wanted to portray here on this earth. You need to ask yourself, as a Christian, I'm talking to Christians here, how do we treat those who are lost? So many times in our churches, people want their church to grow, and they want numbers, and they want the people in there, and they ask, they ask God, bring people in the church, bring sinners in the church, but when the sinners come, they want to run away.
Yeah, that's the problem. They want people to come, but they want people like them to come. Like, I don't want anybody different than me. I don't want anybody who cusses. I don't want anybody who smells bad.
Yeah.
Like, they're looking for people really who don't need help. They're turning away the people that need help because it makes them uncomfortable.
And the funny thing about that is, what Christians always forget is that at one time, they were the sinner. Yeah. They were the person looking for an answer.
The only reason we're not like those people is because we have Jesus.
Yeah. Christianity and the love of God is not a religion. It's a relationship. That's right. And not only a relationship with Him, but a relationship with other believers. Yeah. And we need to learn how to start a relationship with sinners, not only to have them become a Christian or to have them fall in love with Jesus, but because they're human, they're a person, and that's
because you care about them.
Yeah.
Show actual interest in their life. Don't be so concerned with getting them saved right away, telling them how bad they are, telling them all the things they shouldn't do.
Yes.
Just be interested in them and who they are as a person and where they're at and the things they're dealing with. We have the power of God living in us. We have the Holy Spirit in us, and we have the love of God in us.
Yeah.
So it's not something that we can't do. If we're spending time with God every day, we're going to have His compassion and His heart for people, and that makes it easy, really.
He's given us pastors. He's given us youth pastors to equip us, and every person has a special thing to reach somebody.
Well, we've been so blessed. Sometimes it's easy to just focus on us and be like, oh, my life is great, everything's great, God's done all these amazing things, but there's so many people out there who don't know that, and they haven't experienced that. They have no idea.
Yeah, and I think what a lot of people have forgotten is that, you know, we get busy, we get thinking about our lives. There's always so many open doors. People say, like, this is going on in my life. You're like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that is your open avenue to be like, you know, well, what's going on? And then they tell you what's going on. Then you say, well, you know, I have an awesome church. I have an awesome God, and you know He has the answers. You don't have to live a life like this.
I think people are a lot more willing to receive than we are to share with them. Really,
Yeah.
we think that they're gonna be not interested, but people are so open to it because they're looking for answers and they're looking for help.
There are so many people out there with questions, and it's so strange how the people with answers are trying to run away. And you have the answer inside of you, so you need to give that out and answer to you. Don't keep it to yourself.
Yeah,
blessed to be a blessing.
You're not blessed so you can bless yourself.
Right.
You're blessed to bless others.
In 1 Timothy 4:12, it talks about let no one despise thy youth, but be an example to other Christians and believers. And also, you need to be an example to the people out in the world. And how are you supposed to change the world if you're acting just like the world itself?
We can't complain about the darkness in the world if we're not willing to be the light. Another thing Brother Jordan brought out was in Revelation 12:22. It says, the Spirit and the bride say, come. And the church is the bride of Christ. So the point he brought out in that was that the church can't be speaking without the Spirit. If the church speaks without the Spirit, it's not going to be effective. It's not going to minister to people. But when you speak with the Spirit and you follow the leading of the Holy Spirit, your words are anointed, they're effective, and they're able to minister to people in ways that you can't by yourself.
Now it's time for our announcements. This is my favorite part.
Oh! Summer Camp 2012.
Aren't you excited? Summer Camp 2012 is here. We have got the dates for you. Those dates are July 26th to the 30th. It's an awesome experience. Last year was awesome, but this year is going to be even better. We have
absolutely 100% life-changing.
Yes. Man,
next thing we wanted to bring out quickly, if you're interested in the series Brother Jordan has been doing, we encourage you to listen to those podcasts. But also, there's this book called Sun Stand Still. It's written by Pastor Stephen Furtick. He pastors a church in Charlotte, North Carolina, Elevation Church, and they are a church. They're getting ready to have their 6-year anniversary, and they have over 10,000 people in regular attendance. It started with 8 families who decided they were really going to give all they had, put everything they had into their church and into reaching people, and it's an amazing story. So this is a book about asking God for big things and really having bold faith to change your world.
And, as you all know, every Thursday night, Quarry at 7 p.m., you're all invited. Bring friends, and we want you guys to come and enjoy yourself. And this is our guest, Morgan. She did a great job, didn't she, guys? I know she did. And so that was basically our episode. Thank you for coming on the show and helping me. We'll see you next time. This is Morgan.
Bye.
Okay, bye. And remember always, love life, love God, and love people.
Because